To be a royal is to be part of a centuries-long tradition. And with that tradition comes its particular rules, like no taking selfies or going to bed before the Queen. But now that Meghan Markle has forsaken her title of Duchess of Sussex, she just found a whole lot more freedom, not only in her life, but in what she can wear. We go through just some of the things Meghan can wear now that she's left that palace life behind.
Fashion should be fun.
Number 1. Bare legs. Did you know that Queen Elizabeth II hates bare legs? That's right. It is required for all royal women that when showing anything above the ankle, pantyhose must be used. Meghan has definitely bent this rule a little in the past. She famously bucked the tradition for her engagement photos with Prince Harry, showing up in a gorgeous green dress and white coat. Meghan let her legs live free of pantyhose. After marrying, however, it seems Meghan did embrace the pantyhose when she was a royal. Guess the Queen had a few words with her. But one thing's for sure, Meg definitely didn't live by this rule personally in her pre-royal days, and we can only imagine that she won't be living by it anymore. Number 2. Short skirts. And if bare legs are an issue, it might seem obvious that short skirts are an even bigger issue. The royal family is expected to dress modestly and never overtly casually. That means hemlines must be palace approved, which means at least knee length. Meghan girl, go ahead and run free in a short skirt if you feel like it now. Number 3. Ripped jeans and denim. The Queen is one particular gal, and it may come as no surprise that she hates denim. But even more so than denim, she hates ripped jeans. Meghan created quite the stir, however, when she showed up to Wimbledon wearing a pair of jeans ripped at the knees. In fact, Meghan could not be invited into the royal box for breaking dress code. Harsh. But apparently, it didn't matter much to Meg, as she was there to watch Serena Williams play. Well, now that Meghan's pieced out, seems like she can wear ripped jeans wherever she wants. Tennis matches and beyond. Number 4. Dark nail polish. Of the more obscure and even unofficial dress codes in the palace is a ban on dark nail polish. It's largely an unspoken rule, but if you notice, royal women are often spotted in light neutral shades, like pink. Meghan broke this convention at the 2018 British Fashion Awards. The nature of the event provided some leniency, as it technically wasn't a royal event and was celebrating fashion. Meghan kept it classy by matching her nails to her velvet dark dress. A very appropriate winter ensemble, we might add. But still, it's definitely not a look she would have been able to try at Buckingham. Now that the former Duchess is home in LA, we say paint on. Number 5. Bright colors. While the Queen herself is known for the delightfully bright colors she wears, pinks, blues, greens even, it is not permitted for other royal women to wear the same, at least not when appearing with the Queen. The idea is that the Queen must stand separate and apart from the crowd. She is, after all, the highest-ranking royal. So, how shall we put this? No stealing Lizzie's shine. And while you might spot Kate in light, bright colors, she steers clear of it when in the Queen's presence. Again, just another rule Meghan can firmly put behind her, and has. Number 6. All black in the daytime. All black clothing is not technically prohibited, but it is typically not worn in the daytime by any of the royals. Why, you ask? Well, black is typically reserved for funerals and to signal that one is in mourning. Meghan, ever the rebel, broke this rule a number of times, notably for a New York Times panel discussion in which the Duchess appeared in a black turtleneck and matching skirt. She was also publicly criticized for her 2018 dark-colored Christmas dress. As one person tweeted, "Meghan in black? It's Christmas, not a funeral. Wish she'd start wearing some color." At least now the ex-Duchess can finally breathe and enjoy life in as many dark colors as she wants. Number 7. Clothing with brand names. And one thing you'll never see printed on the apparel of the royals are the likes of a Louis Vuitton LV or Gucci. Wearing brand names is off limits. The reason is tied into a larger philosophy of nonpartisanship. The royals are careful to not express or endorse any political party or philosophy. They are to remain politically neutral and are not even allowed to vote. For similar reasons, you will not see any royals sporting anything blatantly announcing a designer, as to not endorse any brands and to remain as nonpartisan as ever. You also won't see them at brand-sponsored sporting events. Number 8. Wedges. Meghan has definitely been spotted in wedges, but never around Her Highness. The Queen, for whatever reason, really can't stand the look of them. As one source tells Vanity Fair, she really doesn't like them, and it's well known among the women in the family. As a result, you'll never see Kate or Meghan sporting a pair around her. But now that Meg's back in the US and away from royal life, we say, get your wedge on. Number 9. Leggings. Let's face it, leggings are a controversial topic even amongst us plebes. Are they pants? Are they little more than pajamas? The debate rages on. But when it comes to the royal family, it's clear. They are just plain unacceptable. And while Meghan Markle could be spotted in the debate-inspiring non-trouser on her way to yoga class pre-royal days, she definitely faded them out once taking her place at Buckingham Palace. When Harry and Meghan moved to Canada, however, the ex-Duchess was spotted back in the old leggings, leading us to believe that she's embracing them once again, and firmly putting her on the pro side of the great legging debate. Number 10. Fully bare shoulders. Perhaps you're noticing a pattern here. No bare legs and definitely no bare shoulders in the Queen's castle. Conservative is key. But Meghan broke the rules when at the Queen's birthday, known as the Trooping of the Color, the then Duchess showed up in a gorgeous off-the-shoulder Carolina Herrera dress. And not only that, the dress also bears Meghan's arms and elbows. We have to comment that we have yet to see Kate Middleton in quite as body a number since joining the family. She usually opts for long or three-quarter length sleeves, making Meghan the ultimate rebel in the family, and leaving us with little question as to why she left royal life and its rules and rituals behind. Number 11. Plunging necklines. And it's a given that plunging necklines are a big fat no-no. Princess Diana in fact made good use of cleavage bags, the clutch purses she placed in front of her chest when climbing out of the backseat of limos in order to avoid giving the paparazzi something to snap and make a show of. Plunging necklines were definitely a part of Meghan's pre-royal life, and we hope they'll make a comeback in her post-royal life as well, because she rocks a V-neck like nobody's business. Number 12. Flat sandals. Open-toed shoes are rarely, and we mean rarely, worn by the royal women. But when they are, they better have a heel. That's right, no flat sandals. You'll never find Kate Middleton in a pair of Havaianas. Rather, when the Duchess of Cambridge dresses casually, you better believe it's in a pair of ballerina flats, boots, or stylish white sneakers. More often than not, you'll find Kate in a pair of classic pumps. But now that Meghan and Harry are in LA, we can imagine that for those pleasantly warm beach days, Meghan will have no problems anymore letting all 10 toes hang loose. Number 13. High slits. And if you're doing the Duchess slant all day long, nothing could get in the way more than a high slit, making this style yet another no-no on the long list of no's. Wait, but what is the Duchess slant, you ask? It's the position many of the royal women use when sitting in public. You hold your knees together and tilt your legs diagonally. According to etiquette master Micah Meyer, it is the perfect sitting pose for when a camera is shooting directly in front of you, because by slightly slanting the knees to create a zigzag effect when wearing a dress or skirt, your legs are angled so that the camera only shoots the sides of your legs and protects your modesty. Which means that high slits would do away with any modesty altogether. But now that Meghan's out, she's free to sit however she likes and in high slits if she should so choose. Number 14. Crossbody bags. And of the perhaps less obvious forbidden pieces, crossbody bags come to mind. Though Meghan sported one in Edinburgh before her wedding, she was not seen with one after during her time living as a royal. Clutches and top-handle satchels are the way to go for all royal ladies. Why? Because they allow you to politely avoid shaking hands with the public. You have a purse in your hand after all. That's a pretty stylish trick to enforce social distancing, we might add. But with her newfound freedom, it's totally on Meghan to decide what she carries. Number 15. Bare midriff. And it's a no duh on this one, but crop tops are an absolute heck to the no. And don't get it twisted, a little midriff can absolutely be beautiful and classy. Meghan pre-married life used to wear crop tops frequently, making for some pretty cute looks. But as a royal, modesty comes first. As just a Los Angeles-based former royal and celebrity, well, pretty much anything goes now. Tell us what you think the most extreme of the royal fashion rules is in the comments below. And don't forget to hit subscribe for more news from the Thing Celebrity.